What's up, everyone? This is AllDestroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. Last time, we continued going through the counseling room, as we were subjected to one final question that Maruki's palace had us think about. We were able to successfully answer it, but because we were not exactly answering truthfully, we were unable to get through the barrier that leads deeper into the palace. In this episode, we have, well, one final area that we can go into before we can really do anything to go onward. And there is even a place for us to see another one of Maruki's memories. But before we do any of that, I'm gonna head back to the Velvet Room because there's a fusion alarm going off. So go ahead and make one final fusion and then see if there's any equipment we can get. And we'll see where we go from there. This is our final persona. The final persona we need to fuse in order to completely max out the compendium. Now, this persona was also available in the original Persona 5, but it is New Game Plus exclusive. And the same thing is true for Royal. But considering the nature of this playthrough, we'll finally be able to fuse him. So we are fusing away Arsene, Anzu, Ishtar, Michael, Satan, and Lucifer, in order to fuse Satanael. So it'll cost us about 400,000 yen, perfectly acceptable.
Select a skill to inherit.
So Satanael's skill is Pagan Allure, which strengthens all magic skills by 50%. It is pretty good since it just straight up increases the power of all of your magic. And even though there are some really good ones like Allure of Wisdom, Pitch Anchor is kind of interesting, depending on what skills you try to pass down. But Pagan Allure is a very nice trait. Hard to argue with just doing more damage, especially when SP really isn't an issue. Now we need to decide what skills to pass down. There are so many personas that just have Diamond Dust and Pantare in this. Plus I could always just give him Spellmaster. That would also work. Actually, with magic ability, I want to say that it would stack. Pagan Allure is just magic ability, but better. The fact that I only have 4 skills to work with, plus inheriting skills. Let's go with Spellmaster, because that's really good. We'll go with Colgaon, Atomic Flare, and I'm tempted to get Samarikarm. You know, because I don't really have many personas that actually have any sort of reviving skills, sure, we'll do Samarikarm. And let's enjoy this final execution. Alright, for the boosts, pretty decent boosts. Maegeon and Colgaeon. Colgaeon maybe, because that would just probably be Ma Colgaeon. Maegeon, I'm not sure if that would be Demonic Decree or not. And even still, I'd rather keep Maegeon than just turn it into Demonic Decree. So we'll keep those skills as is. Let's see what he gets. So he gets Black Viper, severe almighty damage to one foe, which I assume is even though it just says severe, I assume it deals more damage than Megadoilon, so we'll do that. Heat Riser. Nice, but I've got ways around it. Tyrant's Mind. What is that? Strengthens all attacks. Just straight up increases damage to everything. And is stackable. Probably because of the trait. Well, I don't really need Survival Trick. It's a nice niche skill. Being able to survive any insta-kill attacks. But I don't think I need it. And finally, Victory Cry. Fully restores HP and SP after battle. It's okay, but not really necessary. Mask Collector. There it is. Thieves' Den reward for maxing out the compendium. And we're already at the risky execution. Great. Out of curiosity's sake.
Let us aim for greater heights.
Of course. I should have figured as much.
This is a stronger
Saturnile gets us Paradise Lost R. Which I would imagine is Joker's ultimate weapon. Reduce curse damage high and has a base power of 340 and an accuracy of 98. Yeah, that is definitely something I'm going to want to give Joker. Not right now, because not only would it fail because I'm using a persona I just made, but it would also fail because Lavenza just told me it will fail. So yeah, still a lot of things that I want to make. So let's try to get, like, other people's guns and whatnot. Wow. Yellow Girl is not... Huh. Sorasha EX just isn't as good as what Sumire's. Well, Plus 6 to all stats is nice. Plus... Ooh. Actually... No, I think Sorasha might actually be better than Yellow Girl. Yellow Girl, I believe I've modified to some degree. So I could definitely modify Sorasha. Just give it more damage. Ooh, okay. Definitely want to keep Arda. But I'm going to go ahead and give Raul a bit more. Oh, wait, I got to get rid of something first. Well, I actually don't need to go and buy a persona. I can just sacrifice Byakuya. So I'll strengthen Raul, and we'll be right back to where we were. So with a max compendium and a brand shiny new persona at our disposal, let's go ahead and get back to what we were doing. We did see this room over here, which was surprisingly easily accessible. So let's see what sort of memory mark he's keeping here. Oh. So, no VCR in this one. For some reason I thought just like the bottom one instead of just static was like the weird rectangles that you see in Persona 4 whenever you go to the TV world. And immediately, of course, my mind just went to stick your head in TV, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it! Because of course it would. So now we just need to go and find where this VCR is. Oh boy.
Hey!
Okay, so we basically just need to be a bit careful to make sure that nothing sneaks up on us. There is also a place for us to grapple. And that gets us up here. So, places for us to jump off from. And also places for us to just kind of move around. Yeah, because there's a chest up there. I'm trying to remember how exactly to get to certain places here. Last thing we need to do is just jump right in front of him, but... Come on. Wait for it. Okay, well, that works, I guess.
Oh, an enemy!
I have something.
And it looks strong.
Shouldn't be too bad.
Reveal
Pretty sure
your
it's just a
true
Fafnir.
Persona!
Oh, hey! I didn't get a chance to see Mona's new sword. This actually isn't the best place because the HUD's blocking the way, but you can actually get a nice clear look at what his weapon is. Boy, does it look nice. Slingshot, not super noticeable, but whatever. Well, that didn't take long.
That's all.
Okay, so we can head in here,
That's a treasure chest.
where there's just a
Fun time.
regular enemy, and a couple of chests, actually.
I'll reveal your true form.
Izanagi no Okami is really good at just clearing everything. So anyway, we have a chest over here with 3 Amrita sodas. There's a dude here just... Oh, a couple dudes here. But there's also something over here.
Oh!
Unfortunately, no VCR, but it did have a cleaning spray. So the VCR is going to be in one of these rooms. Problem is, we don't know which room.
I can feel it.
And, oh, actually, I can just run up and just take this guy out.
Show me your true form.
Alright. Just kind of explore through here. And it looks like there's another box here. What's in this one? This one has... a relax gel. It's still in your best interest to just kind of, you know...
Here, try using your grappling hook here. Just zip on up there.
Huh. I didn't realize Oracle would say anything about using the grappling hook. They usually don't. I think that's the first time I've ever heard anyone mentioning, hey, you should use your grappling hook.
Show me your
Well,
true
first
form.
time for everything, I guess.
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Let's slice up the meat.
Huh. I don't think we've seen Crow from the shadows.
There it goes. Good one,
Well,
Crow.
that worked out pretty well. Okay, so now we have this big ol' area. And... oh, a note. What's in here? June 3rd. My thesis is progressing, bit by bit. The more research I perform, the more I recognize the dangers of cognitive science. It's definitely contributed to my suspicions over my research being shut down. No matter what, I must complete my thesis as soon as possible. My biggest problem is my lack of research subjects. If only I could find some hint about the cognitive world, about this power I've received. I'm not giving up, funding or no funding. I will complete my thesis. I will save everyone. Weird that the mini-map was just kind of there the whole time. Okay, so nothing explicitly needed. There's no document box, though.
Oh.
And this one has... a bead. I wouldn't call that nothing. I would call that great. Uh-oh.
That's...
Definitely sounded suspicious.
Be careful. There's a strong one. What should we do, Joker? I'll reveal
And it's just another Fafnir.
Ooh, Joker,
Not moving
you're looking
muscle.
cool.
Ooh, this will be interesting. Treasure skimmer on a powerful shadow. What do you got, Fafnir?
How very generous.
Oh boy, it's just the item we would have gotten for beating him up anyway.
Just like I thought.
Well, that was disappointing.
Okay.
This is literally what we would have gotten anyway if we just finished him off.
Shadow spotted.
Show me your true
That one's not
form.
powerful.
Huh? Done
Alright,
already?
so here,
How
a few places to
disappointing.
go. Something to steal. And looks like another box. This box has...
Oh.
nothing! Not even an item! Wow, that is actually rather disappointing. Is
Focus.
there actually anything up here? No. Oh, actually, yes. I think this is probably how we get into that locked room from earlier. There we go.
Huh?
All right.
Oh, a treasure chest.
This is
What's
where
up
those
in it?
shadows came from, which has a locked chest. And no one is here for me? Starry Wisdom Vest. That was weird. Why was there no one there to, like, see me open the chest? Okay, well, we've got another box here.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, yeah!
Alright. So we can go ahead and leave through here.
Be careful.
And let's just take down this
Show me
Fafnir
your
for
true
good measure.
form.
Shadow defeated.
Alright, so we defeated them. This door was also locked. So that's stealable. So we had to specifically come up from there. Wonder. Aha! This is how we can get up further.
Ah, a treasure chest. Care to open it?
So this treasure chest has a chewing soul. Nice. I think that was the only other thing of worth. Jump down here to get back on this scaffolding. Jump down here so we can get down here. Then we can go through this door. Which I guess we happen to just pick the right door to get through. Although, I'm not entirely sure why this one is exactly. Oh. Before we head over, because that door seems to be unlocked. I went past it. Let's go ahead and take a look as to what this VHS tape has. What are we waiting for?
So, you're Sumire Yoshizawa, huh? I'm Dr. Maruki. I'll be your counselor. First of all, thank you for coming to see me.
Yes. Thank you for seeing me. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to discuss. I only came here today because my parents wanted me to.
That's fine. So, do you want to just chat until our time's up then?
Chat, huh?
Of course. It's not really possible for us to talk about things you don't want to discuss anyway. I've also got some sweets and some salty snacks there. Feel free to have at them.
Oh yes, thank you so much.
So, let's start with, how about, what'd you eat for lunch yesterday? I'll go first. The other day, a friend of mine gave me a ton of apples. I've grown tired of just eating them by themselves. Yesterday, I thought, why not try using them as a meal ingredient? So, I tried making an apple dish for lunch, but that didn't turn out too hot. What do you think I ended up making?
I have no clue.
Shrimp and chili sauce with apples. You know how sweet and sour pork can have pineapple in it? I was going for that, but
Sounds like it didn't work for you. Apples do make for good ingredients, though. If you grate them, you can make a surprisingly versatile sauce. I use it in plenty of my food. It's pretty nutritious and good for digestion.
you cook, Yoshizawa-san? I'm impressed that you care so much about nutrition. You must be really on top of things.
I'm just active, that's all. I'm a gymnast. My coach has told me more than once to be conscious of everything I eat.
I see. How's practice going for you? Has it been rough lately?
It has been rough. I mean, it's nothing I can't handle. But it's not going well. I don't even know what I want to do anymore.
Sorry to hear it. Do you enjoy gymnastics?
I'm not even sure of that. My older sister and I made a promise. We'd both compete and win the biggest gymnastics awards in the world. But she passed away. She protected me from a car. I stole Kasumi's dream away from her. I can't do it anymore. I can't just go on like this. If Kasumi were here instead, I know she'd make her dream come true. Only Kasumi could have done it. No matter how long I try to compete, it's not going to change anything. I'm sorry.
There's no need for you to apologize in here. If there's something you need to get off your chest, please do so.
Sometimes I can't help but think things would have been better if I were Kasumi Yoshizawa. After all, just wishing to make her dream come true does nothing for her in reality.
Making dreams come true, huh? Well, I don't think your train of thought is strange at all, Yoshizawa-san. In fact, wanting to become somebody else isn't necessarily an entirely bad thing.
You think so?
Everyone is capable of changing themselves. Your imagination's your only limit. That's why, if you aspire to be more like another person, it's actually possible. Thought exercises like, would that person do this? Or realizations like that person wouldn't do that. These sorts of thoughts can lead people to change themselves in ways that more closely mirror the target person. Can you still imagine what your sister was like?
Yes.
If your sister were in your shoes, what do you think she'd do?
Well, she wouldn't cry. If she had the time to do that, she'd just practice more instead. Dr. Maruki, I want to become Kasumi.
I know. And I'm sure you can too. Just believe in yourself. How about it? Are you feeling any better now?
Yes, I feel like a weight's been lifted off of me. You're amazing, Doctor.
It's no big deal. Still, it seems like my counseling approach does some good after all.
All right. I'm not sure how to put it, but I feel like I've been reborn all over again.
Really? I'm very glad to hear it. Feel free to drop by again sometime, should anything come up. We can even just have a chat, like today.
Thank you. Then we could pick up where we left off talking about...
Something the matter?
Now that I think about it, I'm not any good at cooking. I don't know why I said those things earlier. My younger sister's the one who was really great at it.
That's right. Kasumi Yoshizawa.
Yes? What is it?
Oh, nothing. I'm so glad I was able to help you. Good luck with your training.
Right. I'll do my best. For Sumire's sake and mine. Was that? Yes. It was a counseling session I had with Dr. Maruki. It was just after after my sister passed away. From that moment on, I lived my life really believing I was Kasumi.
It was all due to the rewriting of your cognition. His actualization, as we've started calling it.
Okay, but I've been wondering something. So, it was only Sumire who believed that she was Kasumi, right? I assumed someone in your family or one of your friends would have noticed you going by the wrong name right away.
Well, I can certainly remember being called Kasumi by everyone else, too.
It might be more accurate to say you misheard or misunderstood the name you were being called. Like everyone kept calling you Sumire, but your cognition made you hear it as Kasumi.
So that's why nobody thought it was weird, including her folks and herself. Damn. This must be part of the whole salvation nonsense Maruki's trying to pull over on us.
That memory may have been kept here in video form because he truly does wish for Violet to be happy with life.
I admit, I really did feel saved in that moment when I became Kasumi. But at the same time, I ran from my life as Sumire. I'm genuinely grateful for what Dr. Maruki did for me, but I'm done running. Let's get going.
It is rather interesting. I mean, the fact that we learned about, well, Sumire through her ID. The fact that the actualization process was so far that it actually just changed everyone's perception around her. So the people who knew her, they kept calling her by her old name. Yet she always heard it as Kasumi. Yet we were none the wiser, really. And we kept calling her Kasumi because that's what her ID card was. Which kind of shows just how powerful Maruki's actualization power was, even back then. Realistically, getting the power of Yaldabaoth is pretty much just made it so he could enact this actualization power on a much larger scale. Whereas by himself, it would have simply just been on a direct person-to-person basis. Though, how he didn't just influence all the Phantom Thieves just immediately, and it waited until after he got Yaldabaoth's power before he was able to change everyone else's cognition. Well, maybe he could only hold it for a certain number of people. Or perhaps it just couldn't be actualized like that. Otherwise, things would be too complicated. But Violet was just essentially a test subject. Anyway, they've got a big honkin' shadow right there.
Huh? What? Joker.
I'm gonna prepare for a sec because I definitely need to heal up the other party members. This one isn't going to be too bad. I can switch my personas though, just so that way we can have at least a somewhat decent fight. But honestly, with this party, yeah, this should actually work just fine.
Joker.
So let's go.
Yes.
So, yeah, we kind of did things a little bit out of order, since we wouldn't have known that we really needed to know that whole bit with Violet until after we beat this, but hey, they let us do things out of order, so we'll do it in whatever order we want. So the boss this time is the Blazing Giant, Cert. Cert resists physical and nuclear, nulls electricity, and drains fire. And knows the skills: Gigantomachia, Wage War, Blazing Hell, Concentrate, and Atomic Flare. Surprisingly enough. I'm going to switch off Izanagi no Okami Bakaro because I kind of want to have at least a little bit of a decent fight. You know what? Satanaya unfortunately doesn't have any unique skills, but we can at least show off Black Viper.
You're mine.
He's just a snake.
This is too hot.
You know, Fox is probably a bad person to have here, now that I really think about it.
She can't move without hurting herself.
I should have thought this through better.
Dazzle us, one of these. All of these are down. Thank Violet.
Okay, she doesn't get involved in the all-out attack, but we can at least do a little bit more damage. Mona can use Salvation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to risk... I'm not gonna risk this. I guess either Crow or Noir would be decent in this. Let's go with Noir.
I'm pulling back.
Noir, front and center.
Persona!
Then, Get in with a Colgaon.
There.
Alright, that did about as much damage.
Noir doesn't have
I should have seen that coming. I really should have seen that coming.
power. Noir's Persona! She needs help!
Well, let's go with Brave Step.
How about this? Persona!
Okay, then we can heal up Noir.
Thank you so much! Noir, you have lower defense right
And
now!
then, you know what? Life Wall.
Huh?
Protect us from Gigantomachia and a Blazing Howl.
Let's go.
Defense is weakened!
And hit him with a Black Viper. Right, God.
Rabbit snap.
Really? Oh, wow. So that just used up her magic. Great. Well, I could always do a Swords Dance. He resists physical, but he doesn't neutralizes it.
All-out attack!
Nice.
Mona's defense has dropped!
Well, we could always go for Miracle Rush.
I'll finish you!
Oh, well, that didn't do much.
You have lower defense right now.
One-shot kill?
This is a part of me!
Not quite.
Persona.
And
Some other way.
can run up to him. Nope.
Noir doesn't have much health left!
Okay.
Persona!
In which case, Violet doesn't have any healing accessories anymore. Attack reverted. Let's go ahead and go with a salvation.
I'll return the favor!
Get a lot of recovery back.
Joker, your defense is decreased!
Noir can once again put up a life wall. And
Let's do this.
oh,
Let's dance!
Let's go.
okay, great. I am going to switch to Isanagi no Alchemy Picaro so he can get the experience. And let's dance.
Shall we?
All yours.
We're on! Our grand finale! We nailed it, Senpai!
I just love how it said the power increase from Country Maker right before the damage was dealt. That was great.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, this is getting really creepy. But we can at the very least head up to the door, where it looks to be an alternate way through. Okay. I guess we do miss a bit of dialogue with, like, Skull saying, "How are we supposed to know that?" But we do know the answer to this. The answer is by wishing to be that person.
Well...
Well, weirder things have happened. Besides, some security questions basically ask you, like, who was this person in your life? Like, who was your first, like, boyfriend or girlfriend? Or who was your second grade teacher? It's actually not that outlandish. But anyway, I think now is probably about as good as time as any to call it a day. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. We've unlocked an alternative route forward. Since we can't exactly get through those barriers before, there is an elevator that apparently the staff uses to access these different levels. And with the way opened, we can see what's on ahead. But we'll save that secret for next time. So until next time, everyone, take care.